Hey Jaesung, what are you studying?
Coding. They say you gotta know how to code these days.
It looks like the era of AI has really arrived. But do you know when AI first appeared?
This is gonna be another long one.
It first came out in 1956 at the Dartmouth Conference. Dr. John McCarthy, who hosted the conference, is said to have coined the term artificial intelligence AI.
Okay.
You know, there was someone who already used AI to crack codes before. His name was Alan Turing. That's why there's an award named the Turing Award in the field of computer science, and it's often called the Nobel Prize of Computing.
Oh, I've heard about the Turing Test.
Back in 1950, Turing came up with a test. Imagine there are two rooms, one with a person and the other with a machine. Outside the rooms, there's an examiner. The examiner doesn't know which room has the machine. They start chatting with both. After the conversation, if the examiner thinks they were talking to a human the whole time or can't tell who the real human is, then the machine is considered to have the ability or intelligence to think like a human. But there are some people who disagreed with Turing's test. They brought up something called the Chinese room argument.
The Chinese room? What is that?
Imagine you put a British person who doesn't know any Chinese into a room, and you give them a list of questions and answers written in Chinese. Then from outside the room, if someone asks a question in Chinese, even though the British person doesn't understand Chinese, they can still respond in Chinese by using the list. They might pass the Chinese test, but that doesn't mean they actually know Chinese, right? In the same way, just because a computer passes the Turing test doesn't mean it really has human intelligence. It's just processing stored data.
So,
Anyway, after the conference, AI research was going on until the 1970s, when there was a bit of a dark period. They called it the AI winter. Then, in the 1980s, AI research picked up again, and then something huge happened.
what is it?